I want to talk to you about Flowtrac, and Flowtrac is all about inventory management. And the question is this software really worth it? Let's have a conversation about that. So here is the about us, if you will, for the Flowtrac inventory software. So when you think about Flowtrac, I want you to think about a software tool that was designed for businesses of all sizes, from five employees to 5,000. It has many inventory management features to track your products, assets, labor, and processes efficiently. That's really good. And customization can be done to suit existing work processes and also incorporate existing hardware. So that's really good. And that happens either natively or through API. And Flowtrac uses barcode and RFID technology to provide better, faster, and more accurate real-time tracking. So that's really cool. We love that a lot. And so think about Flowtrac as a comprehensive warehouse management software designed specifically for SMEs and agencies. And the software tool offers complete solutions through its web app with features such as inventory management, barcode scanning, multi-location support, and allocation, all in one convenient location. So you have an all-in-one sort of a business model. And this fully featured online warehouse management system is actually designed to meet all the needs of your business. That's really fantastic. Let me go through the pros and cons real quick about this software tool. The pros first. You have a customizable terminology and dashboard views, open API that allows for endless integrations. You have a tool that includes virtual support by phone, email, and chat. And you have a tool that works with light manufacturing, assembly, bundling, and kitting. So that's really cool. So this is actually a non-exhaustive list of the advantages, but let's talk about the disadvantages. The tool actually right now lacks industry-specific modules. It's not really a replacement for a full MRP, manufacturing resource planning software. And we do not recommend this software for businesses seeking low-cost RFID. And in terms of the implementation, of course, that's really important, especially when you are speaking about multiple locations. I want to talk to you about the features you can really expect to have when you think about Flowtrac inventory management, warehouse management system. And so first of all, I want to talk about your ability to add and track new products or assets. So creating a new product begins by determining what you are adding. So you can include items, parts, raw materials, consumables, assets, stock, and more. And since Flowtrac is used by all sorts of industries, you can really customize what you want to track. It really depends on you. And there are a variety of fields to fill in with this 7 being required. So you have active, track by, products, barcode, type, expiration, and taxable. And a barcode will be required for all products, even if they're not needed. You can assign your own or auto-generate them in Flowtrac. You can also generate QR codes, though you will need to consult with the Flowtrac customer success manager to do so. So this is kind of cool. And you can add, you see, the thing is, the flexibility is really in the sense that you can add a lot of details depending on what sorts of products or assets you are working with. So optional product information can include cost, lists and sell price, bill of materials and bill of processes, min, max, default suppliers, weight, categories, and subcategories. So that's really fantastic. And multiple products can be created simultaneously with product imports from spreadsheets. And once added, you can easily track assets. The calendar and time clock features in particular are, in our view, a nice addition for any businesses which require date and time-based asset tracking. So that's really good. So that's for adding and tracking new products or assets. You also have scanning options. So one of Flowtrac's key features is the quick receive function offered through the mobile apps. And users scanning in received orders can add an electronic signature, take a photo, and type up notes detailing the receipts. And this creates, when you really think about it, an instant audit trail and record of inventory. So Flowtrac has multiple ways to scan inventory into your system. So you have mobile phones with a iOS or Android apps, you have barcode scanner hardware, and you have RFID readers. You also have reporting and analytics. So Flowtrac offers a variety of reporting and analytics capabilities. You can build highly visual charts from any data window in the grid, such as products or orders, and data can be presented as graphs, pie charts, or other ways. Then you can use subscription lists to automatically email finished reports to select contacts. This can include employees, vendors, suppliers, shareholders, and other professional connections, other key stakeholders. Now, there are a few things missing within Flowtrac though. You have accounting capabilities, those are missing, manufacturing functionality, and visual help documentation. So something that they can add later on. I want to talk to you about the value added here. When we think about Flowtrac, what kind of value added should you be thinking about? Well, you have shipping management, for instance. This is a great area of value added. You have purchasing, you have inventory management, you have cost tracking, you have supplier management. This is an important element. You have shipping labels. So shipping labels are kind of a critical when it comes to the decentralization of your supply chain management. You have SKU UPC codes. You have quality management. You have order management. You also have multi-location, especially when it comes to analyzing the demographics, the chronology, and the efficiency of your supply chain management. You have item management, returns management, reorder management, procurement management, forecasting, and barcode scanning. One thing I want to say is that when we talk about value added in general within Flowtrac, we're talking about a very seamless process. In other words, the benefits that you really see within Flowtrac are actually spreading through your operations in a very clear and transparent manner. And the thing is, it doesn't matter the size of your operation, whether you're small, big, mid-size, or a large enterprise, you will still feel the same benefits. So the value added is the same. So for instance, Flowtrac has a pretty solid value added when it comes to warehouse management, when it comes to asset tracking, when it comes to work in progress, when it comes to inventory control, when it comes to load and delivery. Now, work in process is an important element because depending on the industry you're in, it can have actual value. In other words, this can be inventory on your balance sheet. So you want to track and you want to monitor the work in process. However, one thing I want to say also is that Flowtrac can be customized to better fit your business needs. The mobile app, which is available on iOS, Android, and barcode scanners, allows for quick receive using an electronic signature, photo, or tap notes. Something to really think about. Let me talk to you about pricing here. When you think about the Flowtrac, the thing is that Flowtrac is pretty discreet about its cost on its website. I mean, they used to publish that data, but now they have actually suppressed it. So when you go to the Flowtrac website, they want you to actually schedule a demo. So they want your first name, last name, your business email, your phone number, not your Gmail or your Outlook or your Yahoo Mail. They want your business email. They want your company name, and basically they want to have the most important element from you to sort of put you in the sales funnel. Okay. And once you actually provide all that info, they will set you up for a demo. Flowtrac doesn't have a free trial of its inventory software tool. No, you are paying for stuff right away. So you go through a demo. If you like what you see, you start paying for the stuff right away. But we've done our research though, so we see that the Flowtrac actually pricing is around $100 per month per user, $100 to $150 per month per user. And at that price, you have features as varied as Android and Apple smartphone scanning. You have shipping integration. You have accounting integrations. You have RFID tracking. You have aisle, shelf, and bin labels. You have open API integrations. So you do have a large bevy of integrations to account for. And so that's for the SaaS plan. In other words, the cloud-based plan. You also have the on-premise plan. But this is where you have to contact Flowtrac to request a perpetual license quote, and they will study your operations. They'll study your request, and they'll give you a quote. But the features here include the same functionalities as the SaaS version. But the thing is, at least for this part, you are able to customize your features. Okay, so you're able to customize everything depending on your need. And it's important to understand that when we talk about inventory management within Flowtrac, you always have the ability, depending on how much you are paying, you have the ability to know customer demand, to have a tracking system, to have a clear policies and procedures, to also implement depending on your strategy, just in time sort of business model. And you are also able to analyze things regularly, depending upon your needs anyway, of course. I want to talk to you about the specs. So when we think about Flowtrac inventory, what kind of specs should you be paying attention to? Well, the first thing you want to really understand is that the deployment is primarily cloud-based. That's the SaaS business model. Now, if you want Flowtrac to really do, as I said a little earlier, if you want to do something on-premise, you have to pay extra for it. You have to call the company, and you have to set up the initiative. You have to set up the process. Okay, the subscription plan can be monthly or yearly, depending upon your configuration. And in terms of accessibility, you have either direct or through API, not a problem. So Flowtrac has an API that's open. They're charging you for it though. They're charging you every month to actually maintain and really preserve the API process. And there is a mobile support. Yes, definitely. And desktop platforms are also available. You can reach the software through desktop platforms. And the language of support is English. They don't do other languages. I mean, they do have clients in multiple countries, including Asia and Africa and even Europe, but they only provide support in English. And for businesses, you have startups, small and medium-sized businesses, enterprises. So you have all kinds of businesses. So businesses are across the board, really. And available support really can be via email, phone, tickets. And this is an important element. And the company, by the way, the company is based in Salt Lake, Texas. So it's a company that's been in existence for a while now. Pretty solid company, fantastic, and great specs too. Some of the specs I also want to say is that the device support, you have API customization, mobile support in Windows and Mac. There are mobile platforms, and the lifetime free plan used to be in existence, but then they actually suppressed it at the onset of COVID. So nowadays they do not have a lifetime free plan, so you have to pay for stuff as we go, as we proceed, really. And now in terms of integration, Flowtrac's open API allows for a connection with most modern cloud-based system. And so you have, for instance, you have QuickBooks, you have Jira, you have ShipStation, and you have Shopify. What are really the rivals here? When we think about Flowtrac, what kind of rivals should you be expecting? First of all, you have Finale Inventory, which we have reviewed on other shows. You have Inflow Inventory. You have a Fishbowl Inventory. You have a lot of players. So when we talk about Finale Inventory, you have a tool that actually has a starting price around $99 to $125 per month. And the client operating system is web, cloud-based. And what we like about this software tool is that it offers comprehensive features as a general help center, video tutorials, and allows specific service requests and imports existing product data from spreadsheets and external systems. What we don't like is that it only offers dedicated account managers on some plans. It may not be affordable for smaller businesses, and is not a substitute for an ERP or MRP. Again, MRP, we're speaking about manufacturing resources planning. What about Inflow Inventory? Inflow Inventory is a lot cheaper though. They are charging you $69 per month, and the client operating system can be Windows or web. and the deployment can be a cloud or on premises. And what we like is that audit trails highlight abnormal behaviors. You have the base package includes the sales and purchasing. And the third thing is unlimited user accounts are available to track transaction processing. What we don't like is that it is difficult to implement this tool for multiple warehouses. You also have limited integrations. You have a tool that doesn't have a no lock code tracking, and you also have the ability to get things done a lot faster. But with this tool, you're a little limited. What about fishbowl inventory? When we think about fishbowl inventory, I want you to think about a tool that's constantly being updated. But it's kind of expensive too, though. I mean, the deployment can be cloud or on-premise, so you have competitive pricing. So you don't have a subscription. It integrates with QuickBooks. It can function as a light MRP system. And what we don't like is that you have somewhat a steep learning curve. Transactions do not post to QuickBooks in real time. Manual or scheduled sync only, and customizations can lead to difficult support scenarios. So what is our verdict here? So when you think about Flowtrac inventory, should you be buying this tool at all? Definitely yes. I mean, this is a great tool that we recommend. It's a solid company based in Texas. They do a lot of great work. And but I want you to really use this software if you are looking for custom inventory management. And a lot of software requires the business to adapt their main processes to fit. And Flowtrac uses customization to do the opposite, which is really innovative and really cool too. What they do is that they let users keep their existing workflow. So this robust solution can work for every type of business, from e-commerce to nonprofits. So this is kind of cool, but we do not recommend this solution to businesses looking for a dedicated manufacturing or MRP solution. And Flowtrac actually the pricing starts at as low as $100 per month per user. And support documentation on the site's knowledge base allows you to maximize the software. The cool thing, what we love about this software is that there are plenty of helpful tips as well, all for free. And traditional support is available over the phone, email, and chat. You can request a quote for on-premise perpetual licensing plans. So overall, we were very impressed with what Flowtrac had to offer as an inventory management system. Now, the big question is, should you actually go for this tool? It depends on your needs, but it also depends on the features that you really want in an inventory management tool, as well as your resources. What kind of resources do you have? So your resources will actually dictate your next move. So when we talk about the features you should be looking forward to, Flowtrac has a few features that can really fit all kinds of operations. You have inventory management, quality management, barcode scanning, forecasting, multi-location, shipping labels, shipping management, supplier management, order management, returns management, procurement management, purchasing, cost tracking, item management, real order management, SKU UPC codes, allocation, 3PL managing, custom labels, label templates, receiving labels, serial number tracking, real-time synchronization, barcoding RFID, receiving put away management, and RFID. So if you want those features, you will certainly love the fact that Flowtrac has them natively. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Flowtrac inventory. I gave you the about us of the tool, the features, the value added, the pricing, the specs, the rivals, the verdict, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.